Hey everyone, we're at 310s here again. I'm dead tired, if you cannot tell. I got bags like crazy, my hair's way too long. I feel like in the many years I've done these videos, I've always complained about the same things. My hair's too long, I'm always tired, I always have bags in my eyes. What are you gonna do? I've been really busy this semester. Obviously, you guys don't hear that crap. Don't think I've given up on my channel. Some people really do think I've given up on my channel, flat out. I have not. Obviously, I do YouTube Take every week, which I love doing. Doesn't get the views I would like it to get, but I understand. I mean, this is a wrestling channel, and I'm throwing football and basketball at your guys' faces. But you guys really should check out our shows out from time to time. They really are a lot of fun. They're long. I get it. Yes, I know they're long. I know very well how long they are. But they're always a lot of fun. And they're long because we care. They're long because we put a lot of work into them. They're long because, like, you know, we really, really, really try hard to put on a good show. So, yeah, my hair's way too fucking long. I need a haircut. Like, fucking, I may go get one now after I do this video. I hate this hair. But, yeah, very quickly, just want to talk about, thought I should throw something at you guys while I have some free time. Not a lot, but I have some free time. Might as well use it to talk for a little bit. As far as the 2012 reviews, because Big Rat is so fucking behind on everything that it's almost the end of 2013 and I'm not finished yet watching all my pro wrestling shows from 2012. Good job. But like I told Trademark on Facebook, as he posted on Twitter, I've made some decisions. First decision. As far as catching up on shows, I have no need to see anything with the name TNA. Just not going to happen. No need, no care, not going to do it. As far as WWE, there's only 2 pay-per-views I've missed this year. Well, I guess more now. The only ones I've missed this year are Extreme Rules, Payback, Night of Champions, SummerSlam, and Battleground. SummerSlam, I've seen the main event. Haven't seen the whole show. I will watch SummerSlam and Payback. No fucking chance I'm watching those last 2 pay-per-views. Might watch the main event of Extreme Rules because some people said that was a great match. Some people really hated it. Some people thought it was really good. So, Triple H always has really good cage matches. I know it's a really random thought, but whenever Triple H has a singles match in a cage, he usually does a really good job. Whether it be a Hell in a Cell or a cage match, he's always had good cage matches. That's a very underrated ability of his career that no one in this world knows nor cares about than me. But just look at facts. His Hell in a Cells with Undertaker. His Hell in a Cell with The Undertaker. His Hell in a Cell with Batista. His Hell in a Cell with Kevin Nash was like one of Kevin Nash's best matches ever. His Hell in a Cell match with Shawn Michaels, which was way too long, but I still enjoyed it. His cage match with Ric Flair, which is very underrated, at Taboo Tuesday 2005. That's a really underrated match. And yeah, his cage match with Brock Lesnar. He does well in a caged environment. Yeah, no one in the world knows that except me. My hair is too long, but nonetheless, we're gonna avoid that for now. But yeah, 2012 reviews in the description box. I'm almost done. But like I said, I'm not catching up on TNA. For WWE, I'll watch Payback and SummerSlam. That's it from this year. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch up on CZW. They run so many shows. It's almost absurd. I mean, ROH runs a lot of shows too, but I actually like the product. CZW, I enjoy the product. I have a good time when I watch it, but it doesn't really grasp me. Every show I watch, I enjoy. There's nothing wrong with them, but I never really get like encapsulated by them. And this is the second time in a row where I'm like over a year behind on CZW. It's almost not worth catching up. The last show I saw was in September of 2012. Like, it's just not worth it at this point. So yeah, all I'm going to catch up on is ROH, PWG, and Dragon Gate USA / Evolve from this year, which sounds like a lot, but it's actually a lot less than it is. I know ROH has run a ton of fucking shows this year, but PWG hasn't run that much, and Dragon Gate, I've seen most of their shows this year. I've already seen 2 of the 3 shows from the California Triple Shot in January. I have those reviewed, but I'm saving those obviously for later. I was at WrestleMania weekend, so I saw those shows. So the only ones I haven't seen is the Evolve Triple Shot in Florida, and the double shot in the double shot in New York, and both double shots in New York for Dragon Gate USA and Evolve. So I'm honestly not that behind. Now that I've made these enforcement decisions, I suspect I should be decently caught up by Thanksgiving, Christmas, because during Thanksgiving I'll probably just binge and watch like a show a day. maybe 2 shows a day even, and I'll bust most of these out. I will be caught up before most of you realize, and yes, I'll watch New Japan. I'll watch New Japan, no doubt about that. But yeah, for the shows in the description box, I will comment like I usually do very quickly on them. I actually have a show in here from March of 2012. That's how behind I am on this channel. Quality. But the show is very underrated. Heat 2012. If you ever want to just pay $10 to watch an enjoyable show, that's your show. There's nothing blow-away on the show, but every match is fun. Like the Ricochet Mike Cruz, Masato Yoshino, Samuray del Sol, Team Veteran versus The Scene. Those matches are all a lot of fun. And the main event is really good, really disappointing, but understandable with Uhaa Nation's injury. The best match on the show, in my opinion, is the Danny Havoc Lucky 13 death match. But yeah, it's fun. You know, it's not blow-away or anything, but it's an enjoyable show. Untouchable, one of the worst undercards in DGUSA history. Double main event's pretty good, though. Show's alright. Yeah, it's okay. Show's okay. I don't know what to say. I actually liked Heat more, to be honest. Enter the Dragon, very underrated show. Great show. One of my favorite matches from last year, the John Gargano Chuck Taylor I Quit match. A very good, very underrated main event, and a very good undercard. Super Smash Bros. Air Canopy Sanchez was fun. John Davis Yamato was fun. Akira Tozawa and El Generico was a little disappointing, but still very enjoyable. The Scene versus Zero Gravity was a really fun match. That's a really fun show. Revolt. Really, really fun undercard. Really, really fun undercard. Did not like the main event between Air Fox and Ricochet. That was very disappointing. I thought Ricochet had way too much offense. It was like an 18-minute match, and he was on offense for like 15 of the 18 minutes. He had way too much offense in this match. The flow wasn't very good. I just didn't really like the structure that much. I wasn't a fan of this match, to be honest. But the undercard, solid. There's some good, no, not solid, very good. There's some very good matches on the undercard. Best match is probably the Genki Horiguchi and Ryo Saito match versus the Smash Bros. Or Samurai del Sol, Sami Callihan. Both are really good. It's a really fun show. The undercard's one of the best undercards I've ever seen. The main event just really kind of sucks. What are you going to do? Bushido, Code of the Warrior. This show is good as well. Main event also was disappointing. Seeing a trend here. But the Super Smash Bros. Match was fun, and the opener was fun, and Del Sol and Tozawa was fun. Another fun undercard, just another disappointing main event. Freedom Fight. This one's a little different. Undercard's a little disappointing, but the main event's fucking great. But the Jigsaw and Fire Ant versus Smash Bros. Was fun. And the Genki Horiguchi and Saito versus Generico Del Sol match was fun, and the main event's fucking awesome. Gargano and Callihan. The show's okay. The two of the AR Fox and Nice match and Rich Swann Jigsaw match were both really good. Generico and Del Sol versus Smash Bros. Was fun but disappointing. Main event was good but disappointing. Common theme. But nonetheless, solid show. Decent. I enjoyed it. I usually enjoy every DGUSA Evolve show. And Bola, I have seen all of the PWG shows from last year. I just can't fit them in the description box. So, what are you going to do? I'll cover those whenever I do another video. Bola from last year, 2012 Bola. Pretty good show. A lot of fun matches. Really good stuff. Kevin Cena Ricochet, best match of night 1 in my opinion. Night 2, great show. Great main event. Good matches up and down the card. Really enjoyed it. What more can I say? Probably the best of the bunch of these shows here. Not better than Mystery Vortex, but like I said, I'll talk about that another time. Catching up. As far as old 2012 shows, I haven't reviewed yet. It's just those two PWG shows, and the shows that the shows that I saw last year live that I never saw the taped version of. I'm almost done with that, actually. The only thing I've left is King of Trios, and I'm already halfway through King of Trios. The reason I pushed it off so long is because Chikara being gone has kind of really bummed me out. So I kind of wanted to watch these Chikara shows once Chikara was gone, so I could, like, you know, in case I was ever bored or needed it, I can come back and watch these Chikara shows. But yeah, that's Big Rat's 2012 reviews. But don't worry, they're coming to an end soon. But very quickly, I just wanted to talk about the John Cena thing being booked in the Hell in a Cell World Heavyweight Championship match. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. Am I upset that he's coming back so soon? I mean, yeah. I wasn't that big of a fan of that move, but this is what, in my opinion, they should have been doing with Cena for a long time. Make that secondary title seem important, and even more important, make those guys at that level. The Alberto Del Rio, Dolph Zigglers of the world, the guys that are bordering on being a quality main eventer, but are not there yet. But they're slightly at the above the upper mid card level. The Christians, Alberto Del Rios, Dolph Ziggler's, the Jack Swaggers of the world. Those guys in that division, if you really want to elevate them, you got to put them against Cena. Like, typical ROH fan has said this, and I agree with him. The top guys get... you really know when someone has something after they work a program with Cena. Edge and CM Punk really kind of made their breaks in their company after working with John Cena. And guys like... there are other guys who work with John Cena who didn't work with him that well, like Ryback, and he didn't connect. And in my opinion, Dolph Ziggler had a program with Cena, and Dolph Ziggler hasn't connected yet with the white audience as well. And that's just because Ryback and Dolph Ziggler are not, in my opinion, quality, consistent main eventers like Punk and Edge are. Just my opinion. So, have Cena work with those guys, make that title seem important. It just seems so simple to me. I don't know why this company hasn't thought about this before. They bitch and bitch about that title. Everyone's been bitching about that title for years. Everyone's been bearing that title, calling it the unimportant mid-card title, all this other shit, when it's supposed to be an equal world title to the WWE title. What better than to give the belt to Cena? This makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. I'm a big fan of this move. I'm very happy that they're doing this. And honestly, I don't know why they haven't done this way earlier. It makes no sense to me. I never understood once why they haven't done this earlier. He's perfect for it, and I'm very excited to see what they do with it. I've heard some people say that it's going to make Daniel Bryan's title win not seem that important. I don't buy that. I think Daniel Bryan wins in the main event. It's going to be a big deal, no matter what. My opinion. I don't think Cena winning the match before him is going to take away from the importance of Daniel Bryan winning the WWE title. I think that's bullshit. Unless they have Cena main event the show, then yeah, obviously that would hurt it. But I don't think that's going to happen, and I think that logic doesn't really make much sense. I think if Daniel Bryan wins the title clean, it's going to be a big deal no matter what. So I don't think it really matters. But I'm loving this John Cena thing. I'm completely on board with this. I'm very, very happy. I'm surprised at the backlash it's gotten. Some people are so mad that John Cena's back. Almost like Daniel Bryan can't get over if John Cena's in the building. Why? I love this move. I think this move is great. I'm just rambling now, and I know I've kind of already said everything I need to say, but I like it. And as far as the Daniel Bryan angle, I made a video asking if WWE would screw it up or all this and that. I mean, I haven't been a fan of it, honestly, so far. They've just not made him look strong. Like, Bryan Alvarez has been saying this, and I agree with him. You can't keep teasing the fans. You can't have him you can't have a fuck finish of him winning the title at SummerSlam, a fuck finish of him winning the title Night of Champions, and then a fuck finish of him winning the title at Battleground. And I know he didn't win at Battleground, but it was another example of a fuck finish in the hopes of Daniel Bryan winning the title. That's how you get fans to not care. That's how you get fans to resent the product. That's how you get fans to resent Daniel Bryan. It makes no sense to me. This company makes no sense to me. It's never made sense to me, and I don't bitch. I just enjoy, and when I like something, I say how good it is. When I don't like something, I don't cry about it. I'm tired of it. You know, Brandon, Instant Classic 8, good friend, here on YouTube, he said this back at WrestleMania time, and it really hit me when he said it. Instead of constantly bitching and complaining, push this guy, do this angle, do that angle, book this, book that, book this, book that, can't we just sit back and just enjoy something? And if we don't like it, fine. If we like it, great. After years and years, we've legitimately been bitching and complaining since 2007. It's been 6, almost 7 years. After years and years and years of bitching of this product, I mean, Daniel Bryan's a top guy. CM Punk's a top guy. What more can we ask for? If you don't like what they're doing, fine. I don't like what they're doing now, but there's no reason to just get that upset over it anymore. WWE is what it is now. You either just enjoy it when you can, and when you're not enjoying it, then just break away from it. This is the period where WWE is generally not that good. I've said this multiple times. This period from SummerSlam to the Royal Rumble is usually the worst. No, SummerSlam to Survivor Series is usually the worst fucking period for this company every goddamn year. Last year was the Punk Ryback stuff at Hell in a Cell, which some people were interested in, but I thought the whole angle didn't come off that well. And the Survivor Series thing, I thought was just very dull. Then the year before was the absolutely awful John Cena and The Rock versus The Miz and R-Truth, and the Punk, Del Rio, John Cena stuff. The Miz, that Rock Cena versus Miz and Truth match is still, in my opinion, the worst built match in the history of wrestling. So that sucked. And what was the year before? In 2010 was the Kane Edge, Kane Undertaker feuds that main evented pay-per-views. That blew. And the whole Nexus stuff, which was terrible from SummerSlam to Hell in a Cell, and then that small portion from Hell in a Cell and Survivor Series was pretty good, and at Survivor Series it sucked. This company is always fucking terrible. I mean, and in 2009, that's when the guest hosts were brutal and unwatchable, and that's when I never fucking watched Raw at that point. I remember from September through December of that guest host year 2009, I never watched Raw, ever. I went like 6 months without watching Raw. So yeah, this is usually when this company sucks, because they kind of have a long-term plan for SummerSlam, and then they have their long-term plan for Mania, but they don't know how to book 7 months of storytelling, so they just kind of find stuff to fill time, and it's not good. So instead of bitching about the product, just enjoy, like me, that Daniel Bryan's on top, and if he wins, great. If he doesn't win and they do something up, boo. But I like that, what they're doing with John Cena. I really like the John Cena booking. Very happy to see that. And that's all I have to say. I'm going to try to be back more often. I feel if I do shorter, more compact videos, you guys would appreciate that more, I presume. And, you know, it fosters more discussion. So please, if you're watching this video, comment. I don't care if I get 100 views and 20 comments. I would rather get that over 1,000 views and 1 comment. I honestly prefer the interaction. I prefer reading your guys' opinions. So just tell me. What do you think of this John Cena stuff? I like it. Personally, I like it. So I really like it, actually. I'm very excited to see what they do with it. And with that, let's all hope Daniel Bryan wins next week. Maybe I'll be back with a video before then. Who knows? Honestly, it's just determined by my schedule. But big then. I'm out. Goodbye.